Hi.
Hi.
My name is Cheri.
I'm Karisa.
And we are going to show you some of, well, all of the new in colors and new core colors today. We're going to do a little color comparison. But first, before we do that, we're going to show you a couple of different things. One, we have this. We can't show you the inside, but we do kind of match. Well, she matches this better than me. So she's got the new Lemon Lolly. I have the new copper clay on. If you go to Old Navy right now, you can just shop all the new colors, all the colors. And then we have a couple, before we turn the camera the other way, we've been busy stamping, so we have a couple of things to show you. And then when we're done showing you all the colors, we're going to stamp a couple more things. You want to show them yours first?
Sure. So this one matches my outfit. This is the new card kit. It's got the new lemon, and it has these super cute envelopes, which match this foil piece. And then with some of our new in color and core colors, along with the new stamps and dies and embellishments and ribbon.
What's that one called?
Lost Lagoon, countryside
in, maybe something countryside.
It's over there.
I don't know. She has a video that she's going to post on her channel, which is
Cards by Wrist. So this is the one I did. I popped up every few layers, and that is Lost Lagoon, boho blue, and mauve.
And then I have this one that it's on YouTube now. I just haven't posted it, so it'll be up in a little bit. Well, actually, it'll be up by the time this one goes up, and this one is called, we moved all the cases.
I don't know where it went.
It's Balloon something. So it's got a ton of new colors on it as well. Oh, my nail. And it has that new fringe die, which is a lot of fun. She matches it too. Yeah.
Fringe die.
We kind of cleaned up and kind of didn't. So
we have
some stuff on the table, but not the name of the stamp case. And then this one is this one's here. Cheerful Daisies. So this is a fun fold, and this one is already on YouTube as well. So that's this part. We will flip it around, and we have, so once upon a time when she was maybe in college, I gave her lots of old ink pads. And so I called her this morning and I said, bring any old colors that you have. And so she brought lots of old colors. So you may think that Lemon Lolly looks like Barely Banana, and there's a chance we have Barely Banana to show you if it looks like it. So it may need to be re-inked, and we might not have the re-inker, but we have lots of the different colors of cardstock and markers, and so we'll do what we have to compare old and new. So let's see what we have. All right, so we are going to start with the yellows. So we have one new yellow, and we're going to do the browns. We're going to kind of mix it in.
New, current, and retired.
So we're going to do, let's go with the Lemon Lolly, which is the newest of the yellows. Let's do on this one, let's show them, because sometimes even, I know some of my girls may be listening, and they're going to be like, yeah, you dobbed us in. But if you don't know, here's what you do with these. Because sometimes they'll say, how did you get those stickers? Well, you all got the stickers. So if you don't know, of course, I'm going to pick one that you can't hardly see.
It's the top one.
So you're going to grab this. Yeah, I shouldn't have gone with the yellow.
The glare is just right from the window.
So you're going to pull that off and stick it on. And before we get going, there are two of us doing this, and we both have two hands. Sometimes when we do the videos together, somebody will say there's too many hands. I don't know if you think one of us should chop our hands off or what, but that's how many hands we have. So if you have a problem with there being 4 hands in the video, then just stop watching and go find somebody that's doing it by themselves. Then there are some in different languages. And then there's one down here that's empty. I like to take the empty one. Or sometimes I like the way they sound in the other languages. Sometimes they almost sound like English, and you can tell easily what it is. But you can put that right inside here, and then you take your bone folder, which we moved everything off the table to make way for all this stuff. Our cat was up on the table, so there's little cat hairs. And then you put that in there. And then when you have it open, you can still see what color it is. And so if you put one of the other languages, but then when you close it, when it's there, you can see, and you can take one of the other languages here too. So no matter which way you slide it in, you can see. So she's going to stamp with Lemon Lolly. Where'd we put our chamois? You have the chamois?
Yeah, right here.
And then we're going to compare it to some of the colors that you're like, I don't think I need Lemon Lolly because I already have this. So, and sometimes they dry.
A little lighter.
Lighter. So here's Lemon Lolly, and it is a new core color, not a...
Also, it looks absolutely adorable in these new embellishments. I'm obsessed with the Lemon Lolly in
it looks like a
salad gems.
You know what it looks like?
What?
A lemon lolly.
Oh, yeah. Well, it looks like candy. That's why I think it's cute.
So if you're not from the United Kingdom or Australia, if you're from, it would be lemon candy, but that doesn't sound good. But all the other countries, that's saying lemon candy because they would say lemon lolly. So here is, where's the Lemon Lolly paper?
Right there.
So I'm assuming it's going to dry a little bit lighter because here's the paper. So here's Pineapple Punch.
I can stamp it if we want to
Yep.
stamp.
She's going to stamp it, and then you'll have to remember to write it. Get that fluorescent thing out of the way. So here's Pineapple Punch paper. Here's Saffron paper, which I know some people probably think it is very similar to Saffron. It's not similar at all. So that was Saffron.
Pineapple.
Pineapple?
Yep.
That was an in color a few years ago, so I have the year on it.
18 to 20. I only know because it was my favorite.
Here's Daffodil. Not even close to Daffodil paper.
That one is Saffron.
This is a good job for two people because trying to do it for one. And here's Mango. Mango is it an orange? Is it a
Yellow?
Yellow, but I think did it leave?
Gone. Yep.
So if you love Mango, that one's leaving. I don't know it. I haven't
That's
checked
Daffodil. Saffron is also leaving.
So I'm going to write retiring on here. We'll post pictures on our websites of this. Yeah. And this one's gone. Do you have banana?
I do.
She has barely banana. That hasn't been around.
I also have Bumblebee.
It may not stamp very well.
We'll see. It's a craft pad.
Really? Yeah, it doesn't look like it has
dry.
any ink in it. Yeah, I think it's...
Oh, if you squish really hard, here we go. We're getting it.
This is like down.
Upside down. Nope, not
yeah,
enough.
That's barely nothing. That's not barely banana. It's barely there.
We tried.
Yes,
I have Bumblebee and Summer Sun of old yellows as well.
Bumblebee and we had Bumblebee paper, didn't we?
Yep, Bumblebee paper is right here.
Put that over here. Here's the Bumblebee
That's
paper.
between the new yellow and the new wheat.
We tried to find Summer Starfruit because I think the Summer Starfruit is kind of similar to the new wheat. I don't remember what the second W of the wheat is. Do you?
I do not. That's Bumblebee.
Yeah. That's a good place to start with the new wheat. What's the other yellow that you have?
Summer Sun.
Summer Sun's been a minute too. It may be dry.
Yeah. I think I have two of them though, so we'll see if either of them work.
Looks pretty dry. You can. It's the ones that were the fabric pads.
Yeah, fabric.
Yeah. I could see it.
Yep, that one is dry.
So for people, sometimes people are like, I liked the old fabric pads. They dry up.
Yes, they do.
That was dry. So what do you have in the blends? Are any of the colors missing?
Pineapple.
The rest of them we have, all of them. What's this one?
That's Pineapple Light.
That looks like it's green.
It does. I've always thought that.
Okay, so let's
pineapple
do...
paper if you want that.
I had pineapple paper in here.
Okay.
So let's do the new wheat.
I'll put the old ones over here so they stay separate.
And this is lemon, right?
Yep.
So here's the new wheat. Wild wheat. So we're done with the... And then that'll take us into the browns.
Yep. Which
and there's lots of new browns. Oh yeah, do crushed curry.
In between
it stayed.
The wheat. It did.
It did. I'm gonna write it. These are my colors that are coming up.
Retired on Bumblebee.
That one needs to be re-inked.
Or gone.
Sometimes it makes a difference if they need to be re-inked. This one is a little bit more yellow than Bumblebee, I think, but it's just, I should have re-inked them before we started this process. This one's really pretty. So let's pull its paper out. This one's getting lighter now than the pineapple. Isn't this pretty? It's kind of a little green.
It is.
Which you don't notice it when it was laying on its own, but when you put it here with all the yellows, you can see the green tinge to it. It's like this little green.
I feel like Sarah about this color. We have similar opinions.
I love it. So let's go.
Cinnamon cider or creamy caramel?
Well, look, well now I wish we would have put it with the greens. Look at it with pear.
Yeah, it does
and
look
with,
green. Well, pear's gone now.
Well, I know, it's gone. Look at with the olive.
With olive, it turns green.
Yeah,
sure.
It definitely does. We put it with the wrong color family. But we're stuck here now. Because now we have all the brown pads out.
It looks like a yellow brown here. And then the paper and the ink are leaning green.
Well, because we have browns out. So here, let's do this. We'll go back to it. So let's do
the other browns.
So did we have Cajun Craze and those things out? Or are we just going to go brown? Because this is going to take us to the oranges too. Yeah. This is the new...
The pads are under there.
This is the new pecan pie.
Which I think is similar to cinnamon. Oh no, cinnamon's more red. The paper's in between these two.
So here is the new copper, which I love. And this is
cinnamon
cider and pecan pie. I could make a card just with this and some copper embossing powder. How pretty would that be?
Yeah.
But so no, I'm going to get confused. First. So we're going to do pecan pie. I'm going to start over here because that wild wheat threw us. See, you think you know what the colors are going to look like and what you already have that you don't need, and then they're not. So pecan pie, and then we're going to compare it to...
cinnamon.
This is the cinnamon cider. It's definitely more red. And that was when we had all of the gingerbread stuff in the holiday catalog that year. And cinnamon cider is...
creamy caramel, but it might be dry. We'll see.
Some of those you just need to throw away. Because I
think it's time.
That
looks pretty dry. That's also fabric.
Fabric pad, yes.
Well, stuff's coming out.
It's not as old as the others were, so it may have some hope.
It's really light and dirty.
That was not a very... The color was prettier than the trash. But here's Cajun Craze. So what color? That was caramel. Well, caramel was actually, it was a light color.
It was a light brown.
It was a light color.
And it's lighter because it's a craft pad.
And here's soft suede.
Which is...
This is it. I love soft suede and it is gone. Do you have the stamp pad?
It's in that stack.
I love soft suede, but if I had to compare it now to pecan pie, I would pick pecan pie.
Yeah.
Even though soft suede has been one of my favorite colors.
Yeah.
This is a prettier brown.
It is. It's a really
And I thought
brown.
I was sad that this was leaving. Well, I was going to post this on our website. This is kind of ugly.
Yeah.
And this is suede. That needs to be re-inked. That's not a good one. Where's my other one?
There's a second one over there somewhere.
I think I put it back in my box. Because that's not good.
Oh, it's on the bottom of that stack. I'll try again.
See how you can go right over the top of that. I have one that I use and one that just sits there, and I brought both of them over.
Oh no, this one might be re-inked too.
It's better.
Yeah.
This is prettier though. Look at how much prettier that brown is than that. Okay. I'm okay that soft suede is gone. If you like it though, get it because it's retiring.
What color next? Greens?
Espresso. With the browns.
Oh, why did you put the thing down?
Because you were eating a pecan. I mean a pistachio.
Oh, it's very quiet.
It's going to be very loud on that thing. Are you done?
Yeah, I've been
Then
eating
move
them
the
all the
thing.
time.
You crack. It was the shell. So now we're going to do espresso, which really we haven't replaced it with anything, but just to see here with the. It's very pretty. This is cinnamon, right?
Yep.
So we need to move it. Yeah, that looks really pretty with that. And look at with the paper.
Mm-hmm.
That's a nice combination. So if you keep your soft suede, like if you get soft suede, it looks pretty with that. And then this is the new copper. So let's do the
Clay.
Cajun.
I need copper. Let's do copper clay first.
Stamp it here next. I want to see what it looks like with the cinnamon.
I was thinking the same.
I think it has more of the orange tinge.
Yeah, it definitely does.
It's more orange. Now I think it looks more Cajun craze. Did we bring
Cajun?
We don't have all the current colors over here. In a minute, we're gonna have everything I own on the table. And what about, do you have terracotta?
I do. I can grab it. It's next to me.
That was one of my favorite colors.
Oh, that's a good one.
Because we have lots of pots.
Yeah.
Like we have lots of needs for
Cajun.
it. Oh yeah, that's much more orange.
But it
Also needs to be re-inked.
And terracotta tile.
So when Sarah was here a couple of weeks ago, she suggested that when you buy these new pads that you get the refill because they're made at the same place. So when the inks are made at the same place at the same time, they're the same chemicals. And you never know at what point in the future they may have to change where they're being made. And the chemicals might differ just slightly. And so the color and the content of the chemicals, like I don't understand. This is terracotta. So it's better to know that. I love this color.
That one was freshly re-inked.
So go ahead and if you buy pecan pie, get the pecan pie refill now, and then they've been made at the same place. Then if you have old refills of other things, you can use them to color embossing paste or Stella or paint with them, do other things with them. Or just buy empty ink spots and refill them with that. And then it doesn't have any chemical reaction. Because sometimes if you notice a chemical reaction when you put them in differing pads, that's what's happening. So do we have any other things that are kind of orange-ish?
Those ones are all stamped. Let me see what else I have over here in my bag of ones.
Really, the copper clay, it doesn't, it,
Really
like
rust.
it's not, oh yeah, that's an old one.
I have two of them, so we'll see which one works. If either, they might be all dried up.
And then there's always the good old
This one's-
shaving cream technique that we used to do when you were kids and
Dried
marbles.
up.
Remember you used to do the
Love
marbles?
the shaving cream.
There's lots of stuff you can do with
Oh, this
refills.
one looks much juicier than the other one. Both fabric pads.
It's deceiving.
It is. There's color coming off. We've got bits of it.
That looks like a pad
True.
that's 10 years old, 15 years old. Is a Yeah, it's rust.
Yep.
It looks rusty.
It
That's
is really
for sure.
rust.
It'd be easier if we had the cardstock, but you know, it's easier to throw away. Here's the Cajun Craze with the copper. So this definitely is more orange than copper.
Oh no.
When fall rolls around, we'll definitely be using these. So I think that's a pretty good comparison though of none of the colors are, when you think I don't need pecan pie because I have cinnamon, you can see that's definitely different.
A different color.
Or
yeah.
I don't need, what's this one? Copper because
clay.
I have Cajun. They're different colors. Because the Cajun Craze is definitely
More orange.
more orange.
Yeah, you can definitely tell in here too.
So if you're in my card club, you're getting all of the new colors, a little square like this. They won't have the little names on it, but you can take your pen and write names on them. This is from the last time we did a color refresh. Okay, we are going to do my favorite color, I think, of the new ones is Pebbled Path. But it makes sense because my favorite, what's your favorite color of the current colors? Like as they were before in
Of all the
February.
colors?
In February. What was current last year?
Soft succulent.
Well,
But it's gone.
so my favorite color is gray granite because is it gray or is it brown? And when you look at this, is it gray or is it brown? I like it. It's like, look how well they go together. People are always, they kind of are shocked when gray granite is my favorite color. It's a fun neutral. It's a different kind of neutral. And when everybody was guessing what colors were going to leave, they're like, oh, gray granite's a goner. And I was like, please don't have gray granite leave. And it didn't leave.
But Sahara Sand did, and I used that over gray granite. That's my favorite because I think that's an is it gray or is it brown?
Yeah, it's pretty
I think
too.
it's more brown.
If it had
than this.
stayed, it would make a nice
Yeah.
palette with that.
Of the
So let's
neutrals,
do
that's my
these.
favorite.
Do Pebbled Path. But look how pretty the cardstock is. I've already used it so you can see. Got this little hunk out of it. I don't even remember what, oh, I cut the sunflower branches out with that. So here's the gray granite. And it will be gray if you pair it with stuff that has a gray tinge to it, and it looks brown if you, that's just pretty. Because here it looks a little,
It looks more gray than
yeah,
it does,
a little
so it'll dry
black,
down.
a kind of, you want to write? So that's the Pebbled Path here. Here's the gray granite. Here's Smoky Slate. And here's Basic Gray. And then Sahara Sand is retiring. So if you like it, which is probably going to make this look a little bit
Gray, I think.
And then here, if you put it with espresso, I could use an espresso. Her dad makes me one every day at 4:30. The unfortunate thing is if I don't get one every day at 4:30, then I get a headache. But here, see, it starts to take on different tones if you put it, and it's just a fun neutral. It's fun to stamp on these colors. It's fun to emboss on those colors.
Sand?
Here's Sahara Sand. So this will finish out this little, it's fun to do this, and Stampin' Up! Has provided us, so if we're not if one of us isn't your demonstrator, ask your demonstrator. They've given us color charts, and I will be sending them out probably to my card club members and then as thank you gifts. But for every single page in the catalog, the colors that the Stampin' Up! Artist chose for the samples as it goes through the catalog. And it looks kind of like this. See, this looks much more gray up here than brown. But when you look at the papers here, and if you stamped this on the brown page, which...
We spell it American, don't we? I always spell it with an E.
That's just pretty.
Mm-hmm.
But it gives you a fun... This wouldn't work for most people the way we did it.
I am going to miss
because
this color,
a lot of them are...
Of the neutrals, I use that the most.
So there we have Pebbled Path. A beautiful color. So let's now move to the ones that we got the most new of, which would be blues. Not necessarily new, because they're new and returning. So I used this color in my balloon video and I said it wrong. Say it. It's
Azure.
Azure.
I would have. That's how I think it is.
She took linguistics in college, so I'm going to defer to her. Let me pull it out. These are in colors. Wrong one. You can stamp with it. So that is a new core color. Right?
Yep.
Yes.
I believe so.
It is, because boho's the new blue. So here we have that. And it is the color in Greece.
I think so. I feel like this is how they described the Greek blue and white tiles.
I feel like we need to go there now to see them.
I would love that. A Mamma Mia moment.
Yes. So her heritage is Slovenian. And I just spelled afternoon wrong, but that's okay. It's kind of hard to see. So,
yep.
So we pulled out some blues that we felt looked kind of like them, which I think probably
ballet for sure.
Where'd the Pacific Point go?
I think it's in that stack.
These are all new.
I thought it was. Oh, it was just sitting here.
Maybe I took it back.
There it is.
There it is. There's lots of blues.
Lots of blues on it.
So probably Pacific Point and Tahitian Tide, which I'm going to have to
either side of it.
Get some Tahitian Tide paper. Here's Pacific Point. This is much, I think, lighter and fresher, don't you think?
Yeah.
And then this is
Tahitian
a current
Tide.
in color. So we have another year with that these two could work together. But you can see how that is that Greek blue. This is brighter. This is more like a party beach kind of Tahitian.
Pacific Point is close to the Greek blue, especially with the Sun Prince paper this year being blue and white. But I think Azure Afternoon is closer. I'm going to do it either side so you can see. Oops, that was a bad stamp. Thank goodness for photopolymer.
Oh, that was a pretty good match up there.
Yeah, from the side, that's Pacific Point.
It has more of a jewel tone.
Mm-hmm.
But it is leaving.
Yep, that's gone.
So if you like it, these are both brighter. And definitely the paper is
We'll see if ballet blue
lighter.
works, because I think it could be similar.
This
See,
is an
they
old one.
look like they have ink. They just, you do this and nothing happens.
Yeah, there's nothing in there.
Nope. We put
There's
that in
nothing.
the trash. You can still see from the label, though. The label's held up well.
Yes. This is
That's between
more of a
Azure and
pastel.
boho.
This is a bright pastel. That's back when we had pastels as like subtles as a.
Oh, this one is. Oh, that's more like Starry Sky.
You can try it. This
gonna
was
clean
when
out my
that's
craft
kind
room
of like
doing
a
this.
school blue.
Yeah.
Well, you obviously haven't used them in quite some time.
Oh, this one looks promising. You don't think that looks wet? Oh, that's the wrong side.
If we were doing it live, yeah, there's no promise in that thing.
There's a little bit.
That is not brilliant blue.
No.
That's it reactivated whatever was on there last. So I could go get the Tahitian Tide paper, but you can see that there's an obvious difference. We're going to fill my trash can up. So there is Azure. Is that how you said it?
Yeah.
Azure. Now we have some returning. We have 3 returning blues. So should we just get
I
these?
put this in the green blue, but these are all returning, yeah.
Okay, so we'll do that with the green.
greens. We'll transition from blue to green.
Yeah,
with
and
that
we have one new blue.
We'll do blueberry, you think?
Yeah.
I left my blueberry paper. Well, you have it in
I have
there.
blueberry paper.
I had blueberry paper at home.
Blueberry is a new core color.
It was in the 2018
Well, you know
to
what?
2020.
I don't know that was not. This is blueberry. I started to say maybe that was blueberry I pulled out just a second ago. So confidently, this is blueberry.
Yeah.
This is
2018 to
the
2020
new
in color.
brilliant blue.
Yeah.
This is more what brilliant blue was.
It's also very close to Pacific Point in the darker.
This is the most traditional blue I think that we've ever had.
I was so sad when it left.
But if you are looking like for a good school color,
Yeah.
Which is the one, her school colors were
Purple,
purple and white, which is the one that we just said.
Starry Sky.
Yes, Starry Sky.
Exactly my school color.
Yeah, that is a good school color. So
this is very butler blue.
If you see, this is the one that's retiring. Right here. Oh, that's Blueberry Bushel.
Yep.
And there's specific points. So you can see over time, because this was 5 years ago, that this is a piece of cardstock made then, and this is them bringing it back, and it's the same color. But here it is with those are two very different blues. Do I have a piece of Starry Sky sitting here? I'm going to get a piece of Starry Sky, because people think that Starry Sky is, they think that it is
a blue and a purple.
Blue, but when you stamp it just on its own, it is purple, and it put with white, it is definitely her purple and white purple that from school. So it's kind of a funny color. It leans in between, because here the ribbon is definitely purple. It's a fun color to work with. I like those ones that can kind of be two different ones. So we've done Blueberry Bushel. We've done.
We need Misty
So
Moonlight.
Misty Moonlight.
It's coming back.
It's coming back. People get it confused with Dapper Denim, which was also
we have on the table.
We do have that. It was in color as well. Misty Moonlight is kind of one of those dusty colors. And the paper is a little bit more dusty, I think, than the ink. But it does well for, I think, especially men's cards.
Very much like a not quite navy.
Yeah.
It's almost exactly not quite navy stamped there. And then this will be Dapper Denim. I'll just do a color swipe.
And look how pretty, if you're going to make a guy's card, to put the pebbled path.
Yeah.
With the Moonlight. Is it Moonlight?
Yes, Misty Moonlight. You want to label those two?
Yes.
And Dapper Denim.
So did the not quite navy, is it dried up?
Probably, but we'll find out.
Okay, now this is pulling me back in time. You know what we always wrote for not quite navy?
NQN?
That was not quite navy.
No, that's Dapper Denim.
Oh, well, I really wanted to write not quite navy.
Not quite navy has some juice compared to the others.
Oh, well, at least we can see it. Yeah.
Yeah, that looks like the paper.
Yeah, and it's not quite navy. This is Dapper Denim.
No, that's Misty
this is Misty Moonlight.
This is Dapper
I'm
Denim.
getting confused.
Too many blues.
Yep.
I can keep this one. It works.
I wouldn't want to stamp anything terribly important in it, because
It's crafting, so I can emboss it.
So this was NQN. And then we have one new blue, which we've known was coming, because everybody can get the sweet. It is so much fun to use
cute.
this, and you can order this right now while supplies last. Is the Boho Blue mini machine. Well, maybe this was Boho Blue. No, that's an in color.
Boho Blue is in the other pack. But I do think Boho Blue is very, very similar to Seaside Spray.
It's a shade darker.
Yeah.
I think if you stamped off, you would get Seaside Spray. You have Seaside Spray too.
No, that's the only ink pad I don't have left. This is very close to Tahitian Tide. Tempting Turquoise. That's a big throwback.
Let me get the piece of paper. You stamp with Boho Blue while I go get the Tempting, or the Tahitian Tide, and we'll compare those.
Boho Blue. Oh, that's stamped darker than I thought it would. I thought it would be like...
Here's Tahitian Tide.
Here's Tempting Turquoise.
This is a
little bit darker.
Yeah, darker. This is brighter.
It's very close.
It is very close. It would be a pretty card. Again, this is more of a jewel tone.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever era these are from was jewel tone era, and this is...
Yeah.
Well, I think these are the ones where these colors are bringing the 80s neon back.
Yeah.
And this was actual...
Yeah.
We had just lived the 80s, and so let's tone it down.
Yeah.
How going to have these all mixed up and I'm not going to know what any of them
give
are.
that back.
I thought that was boho.
No, that's boho. I'll see if Bordering Blue's got some ink though, because it looks similar in packaging. Oh, that looks similar to the paper.
Say it looks promising.
That one actually doesn't look
It
promising.
does not look promising at
I
all.
was thinking color what? Oh, you can see where I was on there. We'll give it a good squish.
It's got nothing.
Do it twice. I'm desperate for these to work. I've held on to them for so long.
Oh,
That actually is Bordering Blue.
it is Bordering Blue.
It's between like a...
Some of the old names are just straight up what they are.
Yeah.
It's Bordering Blue.
You can tell I painted with Stella in here.
And this is not quite navy.
Yeah.
And this is boho blue.
I'm sad Seaside Spray is the only one I don't have because I think that would have been very similar.
So I wish that we had all of the, not Rococo,
Oh, I have that here.
the ones before that. Rose Romance, and there was another one.
Oh, I have Rose Romance, I think.
What was the other one? Because I could never put them away because I didn't know which was which.
Rose Red.
Yes, I couldn't tell the difference between
Sitting
them.
on the floor, if it works.
Okay, so that is
I think
all
we
the
need to do
blues.
Lost Lagoon
Okay,
because
so
that's between a blue and a
yes.
green.
I always
And
think
this
it's
is
a
going
blue.
to be my new favorite color since we don't have...
It's very. I think it's soft succulent-y.
Yeah, it is. And
Do
just
you have your
Jade.
soft succulent over here? Or
No, I
should
didn't
get
bring it
mine?
because it's current. I think this is going to be my new color.
Can you open it?
No. No,
I couldn't
can't.
get one of the new ones open yesterday.
Oh, goodness. Okay. I think this one's going to have
It
a
may
lot
have been
that
that
are
one. I used
similar.
that one yesterday.
I used it earlier today and I couldn't get it. Lost Lagoon,
That's very pretty. Let me find the paper.
which I think is going to be similar to Succulent and
I think it's a little. It's
Tranquil
a
Tide.
little bluer than succulent.
Yeah.
Succulent's at more of a true green. So it's a core color. Yeah, that's more green.
Yeah.
But this is pretty.
It's pretty.
And I think if you mix it with the
Packing color
blues.
for me. I think it's also very similar. Where's Tranquil Tide? Here it is. I think this is going to be similar to Tranquil Tide. Which I think was is this 17 to 19 in color?
Maybe. It's been a minute.
I have this is Tranquil Tide paper, so it's a little greener.
And then this is the
Lost
Lost Lagoon.
Lagoon.
Let me get the succulent paper. Oh, there's probably some in the drawer over there. You see any?
Yep.
Yeah, this is
So if
definitely
you mix
greener.
Succulent and Tranquil Tide, you get Lost Lagoon.
So this is the only
How
new
does
green.
it compare to
That's a true
Emerald
green.
Envy? This is also from
That's a brighter green.
when we were... Yeah, it is.
That went with Blueberry Bushel. That was a
No,
year.
this was with Dapper
Oh
Dono.
no, that was Call Me Clover.
Yeah, which is right here. I've got all of the colors. This is a Call Me Clover. That's more of a
Yeah,
green.
that was the year of the true colors.
Yeah. That was my favorite year of colors. Pineapple, clover, blueberry. What was the pink?
Maybe Positively
Yeah. No.
or Polished.
No, polished pink is right now. It was Lovely Lipstick.
Oh yeah.
Yep. And Grapefruit Grove, both of which I loved.
Okay, so that finishes off.
Do you
the
want
greens.
just Jade with this? It might be
Yeah, you can try it.
close.
And then everybody's favorite returning favorite would be Lemon Lime Twist.
Oh, I thought Peacock. I loved Peacock.
I don't even.
Ooh, my Just Jade is really, really juiced up. That is not Just Jade. That is freshly
dries.
re-inked Just Jade. I'll do a little lighter.
I think Lemon Lime Twist was the color that when it left, everybody was
That's
like,
true.
bring it back.
Oh, even barely touching it. That's what I get
And
for
we have two
re-inking
just jades.
Yeah, well.
Jade 1, Jade 2.
Light jade, dark jade.
So, Lemon Lime Twist is a... I'll go get the parakeet.
It's right here.
No, I mean the paper.
Oh, paper. Oh, there's...
Oh, look. I wrote little things on it. This was Pineapple Punch. And then this must be the Year of the In Color Lemon Lime Twist.
Yep.
Again, look how close that is.
It's exact.
Because sometimes people think that their color packs have changed from one delivery to another. And sometimes it's where you store your paper. This is Granny Apple. This is Pear, which is leaving. So if you like pear, get it. I'm going to go get the
Parakeet paper.
parakeet.
And I can stamp lemon line and parakeet because I've got both. Where's the marker? There it is.
Oh, this is definitely more yellow.
Yeah.
You don't really notice it until, and then Granny Apple. I used to think Granny Apple was such a bright green, and then we got
parakeet.
Parakeet, and
They are very similar until they dry.
until they dry. But look at that color. I mean, Granny Apple isn't even any kind of bright green at all.
And I've got it right here.
See, my dream is to do this with all of the colors. My dream is to also not be so busy that I had time to do this with all the colors.
Ooh, I inked that bad. There we go. I still inked it bad. That's Granny Apple. Which I think Gable Green is in there with those.
That might not stamp well, though.
No, but I mean label-wise.
Yeah, you can try it.
We'll see what happens. I have celery too, but
Yeah, I mean,
this is a sponge pad, not a fabric, so it might be better.
It looks fabric.
Oh, I was looking at the side.
It's got nothing.
That's nothing. That's
There's
dead.
nothing.
To the trash. That's what I'm getting on the ink. You want me to try celery?
You can look at it.
Pretty light. This is not a craft pad, so that's definitely fabric.
That little piece of paper right there has soaked up some ink. Celery was,
A very light one.
yeah. It was the barely banana of the green world.
Oh, it works.
Look at that.
I kind of like that. We should have brought that back. That's pretty.
That's been gone for ages.
Yeah.
Okay, and then we have Pretty Peacock, which I love this color.
I do
Actually,
too.
because your jade stamp's so dark, jade
Yeah.
is not that dark,
No.
but it's gonna look like it. I would think that it's mostly taken with teal.
Which I also have if it were.
It's a blue-green.
This is when I'm excited it comes back.
It's,
Yeah, in no world is Peacock or jade darker than Peacock,
Yeah.
except I
well, it's drying later.
have recently inked them. But it could be similar too.
So paper-wise, we don't really have anything. A long time ago, we had Taken with Teal. Is that Taken with Teal? This is
I
the
think
closest thing of paper we have.
Tranquil Tide paper actually looks a little similar, just a little bit greener.
Yeah, this is greener.
Because those,
This definitely has a blue tinge
Yeah.
to it.
we'll see. There's some.
You
Give
have
it
a
a
lot
good
of hope.
squeeze.
Yeah, that's bluer than.
Yeah, and brighter. This is kind of a Tahitian Tide.
Yeah, it's lost whatever darkness that color used to have.
To the trash.
So, did we hit them all? Have we gotten all the new? Oh, nope, the pink.
Yeah, we need to do pinks next. But we've done Our blue and green sheet's done.
So you can... We have one new pink, which is very sad.
And mauve.
Oh yeah, we have mauve. I forgot.
We have 2.
So you can stamp those, and I'll go
That's
get
yours. And I have a bunch of pinks to compare. Oh, berry burst.
berry
We have
burst. We have
3.
3.
Why are you talking about one pink?
All I
I
can
have
remember
pinks
was the
that go
bubble
with
bath.
all of these pinks.
Okay. Well, you pull out. Oh, and fresh freesia. It's staying.
Yeah, it's staying.
So we have
It's
that.
right there.
Is it? And it falls in the. Is it a pink or a purple?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Well, you stamp them, and then we'll figure out what of mine we need to go get.
We'll do like. Do you want to get your
Yeah,
open
start with
freezer?
Yeah.
We'll do.
So just a heads up, if you buy the new core color pack to add all the new colors, you will get the colors that have been released before. So you're going to get Peacock and Lagoon and
Blueberry,
and you're going to get fresh freesia. So if you have the current in colors, you have fresh freesia, and you're going to get it again. Just a heads up. I'm just going to take these all out. So here is, which one are you doing? Berry Burst?
Will you go get bubble or freesia so I can go ahead and have all of them on here?
Let me get the papers out. I'm going to write the names on them.
Yep.
It's a good thing my studio space is not very distance-wise. What colors do we want to compare them to? Blushing Bride, Petal Pink. Freesia doesn't really compare to any of the purples, yeah?
Not that I can think of.
Not any current purples. Most certainly not. Really, the pink is pulling in a good... What about the mauve? Not really.
No, see what I have is close to old one.
Merlot maybe, and Razzleberry.
Yeah, Razzleberry is going to be a darker version of the mauve.
Here's freesia. So you will get this in the packet and if you already have the colors. So you'll have to decide because it is a little bit of a savings. But if you don't buy that pad, or if you still have your blueberry or your peacock, you'll have to decide if.
Some comparison colors for sure.
So here's Merlot.
I think
pretty different.
I think Rococo is going to be where we're going with that. In the dustier pinks.
Razzleberry maybe.
Closer to Berry Burst.
I think it's kind of close. It's kind of in between those two.
Yeah. I think Rococo is going to be a pinker version. They're both very dusty pinks.
Yeah.
I also think Sugar Plum is going to be similar to the mauve.
I don't remember how you spell that. I had an issue with it the whole time it was a color.
Yeah, I knew Sugar Plum would be close.
This is dustier.
Yeah, this Sugar Plum is between Bubble Bath and Moody Mauve for sure. Okay, I'll
try
freesia so we have all our new ones at the top.
And there's really, I mean, freesia, it probably purple posy, but that ink didn't stay around long enough.
I've got it. There's not much I don't have. Purple Posy is one of my favorites. I still use it all the time.
You got one of the ones that didn't disappear.
I paint with it a lot.
Which is that chemical reaction thing.
Yep.
This is purpler.
Yeah, it is. I think, so I have Pink Pirouette, which I think is going to be similar to Bubble Bath. Which I'll do dark and light of the blends. Oh, these are a little bit pinker. Bubble Bath's a little more purple.
I think it might be because it hasn't dried yet. And you might also, have you flipped that over?
Yeah, I have.
Because if it's getting any of that blue.
I've been flipping.
Okay.
This
is another one that, spelling issues, Pirouette. The Bubble Bath is already lightening up. You have powder pink?
I think actually,
so this is the Bubble Bath paper.
I think Pixie Pink is going to be close.
We didn't get any new bright pinks, but here is...
Oh, you broke it.
It didn't break. It just came undone. I thought about taking it apart at the beginning. And I thought, no, I'll have to.
Oh, Pixie Pink's working.
Well, it's not as old.
Oh, that's brighter.
Yeah,
that's closer to when we had Magenta Madness.
So Petal Pink always has that orange tinge. That stayed.
Petal Pink is my favorite.
Here's Powder Pink.
That's gone. And Blushing Bright is now gone.
I love Blushing Bright, but that's the color of my wedding dress. So you don't have pink pirouette paper. I don't think that we have we've never really had anything bubble bath color.
No.
That's a new color to us.
I thought Sugar Plum would be close, but it's darker.
Yeah.
Because Sugar Plum in the label,
it's more
mauve-y than I thought it was.
Yeah, it is. This is a true
pink.
Well, it looks like if you're going to go get the bubble bath box of bubble bath.
Bubble gum.
Yeah. That makes you feel like a memory.
No, this is Old Berry Burst. Regal Rose? No, not really.
No, and I mean, you can do Razzleberry and Merlot, but Petal Pink and Blushing Bride don't hit any of that.
No. Well, no. Blushing Bride's grayer of bubble bath.
And Petal Pink's orange.
I think this is going to be
Merlot may hit a little bit on the mauve, but Merlot's going, right?
Yeah. I think so. Isn't Razzleberry going too?
Both of these are leaving. So even if they hit there, we don't have them. Oh, that's way purple.
It's very inked. This stamp is dyed for eternity. Man, I miss that pink now that I'm looking at it.
What's our current?
No, we don't. That was Magenta Madness. We don't have that. I have that with me, but we don't have it either.
We have the Sorbet, but that's redder.
Merlot is close.
Yeah. This also needs to be re-inked.
Yeah.
That was on my things to do list, is because about once a quarter I re-ink all my pads, and it's been like around Celebration I needed to do it, so it's getting further and further.
Yeah.
It's a good and when your pads dry up, they get harder to re-ink. It's easier to re-ink a pad that's not dry, so it is good to keep up on it. I just haven't had time.
Is Berry Burst close to Lovely Lipstick? It was a darker pink.
You can try it. So this one was
Razzleberry. That's Merlot. That's Razzleberry. That's Pixie.
The Razzleberry is still, it has wet.
Yeah, that one was very inked.
I just used it for something and I re-inked them. The ones that I've used for something.
Lovely Lipstick is like a lighter burst. Trying to see what else. Rose Red might be close.
That's an old one.
It's a Berry Burst.
It may be close to, yeah.
I've got two of them.
It may be dried up.
Well, I've got two, so ooh. I made a mess this one.
I think it looks like one of those ones that oozed.
Now I can't tell if they're inking because the stamp's just dyed pink. It feels inky. Yeah, that's kind of similar.
Berry Burst is prettier.
Yeah.
I think I just got more stamps.
Yeah, I hear them.
I got a couple of other bundles. Because, I didn't get enough yesterday. Well, I think that's pretty good. We will, I'm going to stamp a couple of these with the things that are the closest, that are kind of more current. And we'll have a nicer chart for you. But I think that's it. I'm not going to turn the camera back around, so we'll just say goodbye. And we will put our websites down underneath the video because each of these videos will be on our YouTube station. So channel, whatever. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoy the new colors. I'm eager to use them. Have a great one.
Bye.
Bye.